Uganda Cooperative Savings and Credit Union Limited has, through its lawyers, Lobby and Advocacy, dragged Bank of Uganda and the Attorney General, Kiwanuka, to court. The aggrieved Saccos have commenced civil action against the two parties following the central bank's move to regulate registered societies with voluntary savings in excess of 1.5 billion shillings and institutional capital exceeding 500 million.
It's not a worry for us to be regulated by the central bank. Actually, when you look at our submissions, we raise some issues. If the central bank can address our issues, then we have no problem. And among our issues, we are saying, no, the Saccos need a single regulator, whether it is Bank of Uganda, whether it is the Ministry of Trade Cooperatives and Industry, whether it is UMRA, we have no problem. If court can pronounce itself on who the regulator for the single regulator for Sacco is, then we can sit down with that regulator and we deal with our concerns under the law that will be implemented by that regulator. So it's not that yes, we are worried, of course, because we feel that Bank of Uganda is not friendly to cooperatives. When you look at the institutions which are already regulated under the MDI Act, those are the Fincas, those are Pride, Ugaford, those are basically companies whose focus is on profit.
In the originating summon filed at the Civil Division of the High Court, Uganda Cooperative Savings and Credit Union Limited seeks court's determination on the validity on the 2023 MDI Amendment Act, on which the central bank benchmarks to serve oversight over the Saccos in an already congested regulatory framework that players disapprove.
Instructions from our client, we have filed an application in the High Court seeking the interpretation of a few questions in the law. We have a problem of multiple regulation where Bank of Uganda is regulating certain Saccos. You have Uganda Microfinance Regulatory Authority also regulating a few Saccos. Then you have another person in the Ministry of Trade called the Register of Cooperatives regulating and supervising a few things in those Saccos. So arising out of that conflict, the client thought it necessary that we needed to seek the interpretation of court. First of all, the Attorney General gave a different opinion. The Attorney General gave a different opinion, confirmed by the Solicitor General, but the provisions of the law have also given us a different opinion. So it is.
In an interview with Uganda Microfinance Regulatory Authority in May, Vanessa Muhwezi, the authority's manager microfinance institutions, illustrated how the Tier 4 institution space has grown since 2017 to currently record over 146 licensed savings and credit cooperative societies.
Banking, we have seen a growth in money lending sector. We have licensed over 1,000 institutions. We have licensed 208 non-deposit-taking microfinance institutions. We have licensed over 146 Saccos, and as the authority, we managed to issue our operational guidelines for self-help.
According to the Savings Union chairperson, approved provisions in the amended act barely lay ground for BOU's intervention. Beyond this, he identifies Saccos as non-commercial financial institutions, despite handling finance-related matters that the central bank finds interest in.
Parliament unanimously agreed that the microfinance deposit-taking institutions is not the suitable role for Saccos, and subsequently, all the provisions which sought to bring Saccos under the MDI Act, that's the Microfinance Deposit-Taking Institutions Act, were deleted, and the bill which was devoid of those provisions for Saccos was subsequently passed on to the President, who assented to the new act. So when you look at the Microfinance Deposit-Taking Institutions Act of 2023, it does not have anything to do with registered societies. Those are Saccos. But we are surprised that Bank of Uganda went ahead and gazetted regulations which are purportedly made under the Microfinance Deposit-Taking Institutions Amendment Act of 2023.
As Saccos pursue legal action against Bank of Uganda's move, August 17th has been set for primary hearing of the suit that seeks autonomy from the central bank's oversight amidst a challenging regulatory regime. Tibenkana, SMART24TV, Business Today.